and the reason we feel the earth in our guts. Of course. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic. The elves stole lyrium from the Titans to make themselves bodies. And eons later, we gave it to a new generation of mages. All on our own. They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
No dark spot along the deep roads on the way here?
Lace Harding's shade kept them away for a time.
Oh, there he
They'll
is.
be back, you think?
Stalgard.
It is hard to say. They seem different now, but there will always be patrols. Ah, good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Kal Sharok's memories, a historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you, to learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans, about our past.
You came here to meet me, to talk to me?
Oh, see, this is the part where you do the thing that shows us how far you've come.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you, with all of you, I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours.
So good at fixing ideas. Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally.
Rook stopped the Antam, took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. One who stirred up the Butcher's Antam.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No, I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
We need both. If we're strong, we can stand against anyone.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help that Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
You keep disrupting the Antam. I'll keep you stocked. I'm always open.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
Bold to try to trap a crow fighting the gods. I'm at least curious. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah.
Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, but I... So, I will...
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the flight. Finish them off. We need... So the Butcher wants me to prove I'm crow enough to be worthy of Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My Treviso. I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
Eyes open.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Act me, fight me, when I say. So beautiful, but not like Trevin. I see Tearstone Island. The ritual, Tearstone Island.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The Butcher didn't lie. For whatever that's worth.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold the crows out to the Antom.
I kept Treviso safe, protected. Unlike you crows, I had to think ahead. You know what the Antom did elsewhere in Antiva, and in every other city they occupied. You and your troop of fools would have gladly provoked the Antom to slaughter. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
Rationalize it however you want. Weight the scales so they tip in your favor. You're still a traitor who gave up on the fight, and gave up on us. You didn't prevent a slaughter. You just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the Butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him. And then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of wasting your talents with that gang of circus rejects. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Eventually is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi. Yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antom, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antom and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso, but what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antom beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antom would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antom more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
You are a crow, and you have suffered the governor's treachery. You should be here when we stop them.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Where to see her and who's the new friend?
Zida, how are you?
Better with Aelia out of the picture. She won't cross the threads. Or anyone else again. And I can't say I'm sorry.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solas did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solas got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much?
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
It must have been horrible when you learned the truth.
How could I have fallen in love with a god and never realized it? Why didn't he tell me? So many things he said. So many half-truths, inevitable in retrospect. And then, he went off to destroy the world, leaving me to clean up his mess.
You mean the Inquisition?
I mean all of this. He let me fall in love with him and then told me we couldn't. Then he told me not to follow, while leaving me just enough clues to find him.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solas. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together and you were happy too?
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Lucanus.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does. I need to get the team around the table and talk about... I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Need and knowledge.
Venatori had the narrow road. Now they think twice before walking that way.
And your neighbors? What's the price of that protection?
You think I'd charge our dear friends? The people who spread rumors about how Threads made Aelia disappear.
Rebuilding the Threads' reputation for free?
For the few of us left. Now the Venatori who thought he found a legitimate charm supplier, he gets counterfeit goods. Triple cost.
So you bleed the Venatori any way you can?
Life's short, isn't it, friends? Let's do what makes us happy. Anyway, Nev, I'm out of news. But the threads are yours. You need something? Say the word.
Thanks, Alec. Remember, if you cross our neighbors...
You can drown me in the Nosen Sea. Rook, it's been a pleasure. You've got a good setup here. Enjoy life in the Fade.
Life in the Fade? Huh. We've been at the lighthouse a while now.
I don't know when it started, but I think of it as home.
It's built to be inviting.
Which you still find suspicious.
You know, this is my only address now. I still had an apartment back home. Rent paid up and everything. It got torched. In the dragon attack.
Nev.
Everything I have is here in this room. One false step from drifting into the Fade.
If I said you have a home with us, would you make fun of me?
Maybe. But thanks. I never expect things to go to plan, but I usually have one anyway. Or 7. And a half-dozen backup plans, just in case.
And now?
Everything's changed. I've changed. If I survive the job, I'll be starting over, in a way. Maybe that should scare me. But I think I need it. I usually hate unanswered questions, but this one, I'll let myself figure out once I get there.
When's the last?
So, why did they do it? Make an entire copy of Weiss House, I mean.
Rook, have a moment?
What is it?
You were there to witness my new deal with Spite. You should come with us to see it paid in full.
Interesting.
A spare moment with you is an added benefit.
Well, I can't say no to that.
When you're ready.
It worked.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from us.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee...
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
They will trot out some excuse to give to the worst of the politicians and the merchant princes.
You say that as if those were different.
It is finally time to strike.
Once you are there,
Understood.
Look out for him.
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Some of the merchant families have fled. They got...
There's the garrison. Onto the garrison and the governor.
What were we talking about?
I can't believe it. Your own cousin tried to kill you. It's just like one of my stories. Danger, intrigue, family drama.
They put that in stories? In Antiva, that's just a regular afternoon.
Do you think someday someone else will try to kill you and you'll suspect Ilario, but at the last...
We clear the garrison this time. Ivenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
We follow a governor now. The butcher was weak. This is not the cue.
The Antam aren't gonna make this easy. Jacobus?
Me and my friends are sick of doing nothing. Eventually's got their Kamek past the courtyard, but they've locked the gates. We'll break into the garrison and get them open.
Be careful. The Antam...
We'll stay hidden. Good luck.
Okay, now for Ivenchi.
I know you're there, Rook. I'm ready for you. Come face the ruler Treviso deserves.
I feel strange. Like dizzy strange. Bad air.
Wait! Are these Antam real?
I see the Kamek is working. You're a fool to fight me!
You're the fool to go up against a crow, Ivenchi.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
Snipe
Reapers! I dotted every I, weighed every measure. And you crows, you ruined everything.
Ruined? Rook took your measure.
Antea, Viago, Jacobus, they all took more responsibility as Trevisans than you did.
I lost so many people to the Antam. My family, my cousin. By right, his contract against the governor is mine. And I say Evenshi doesn't deserve to die. They deserve to live.
What?
On trial. Paraded in public. Everyone will know who hurt Treviso, and you'll suffer for every minute of it.
You can't do this. You can't let this brat decide what happens to me.
By House de Riva's rules, Jacobus can claim the contract.
That's ridiculous.
It's justice.
You can't put me on trial. I'm still governor of this city.
Not after the crows go to the merchants and the king about the comic.
The message about Treviso and the future of the crows has already been sent. Your contract is due, Evenshi. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You are certain of this path?
I've never...
And you're sure of this course?
You already asked him that.
Viago, dear, can't you see that I'm stalling?
Ah, you are waiting for Rook's interruption.
No. Her audience.
Am I that predictable?
You are reliable. I might say, essential.
I'm just another crow. Perhaps we're all equally exceptional.
On that, I believe we can agree.
To the business of the day, then.
Jacobus, are you ready?
I'm ready, Fifth Talon.
What's going on?
We accept Jacobus's right to the contract on Evenshi, and his decision to spare the governor.
It sent a stronger message than killing them. Their crimes will be aired, their reputation blackened.
And during these punishments, the former governor will live with the fear we may still one day end them. For his help, and proving he has sound judgment, Jacobus is becoming a full Antivan crow.
This is great. We're long overdue for good news.
I couldn't believe it either. I only got this because you went out to face Evenshi, Rook. I couldn't have done it alone. I want to find others like me. Orphans. People with no more homes, under a new house name. Mary suggested Igrativi. It's old Trevisan, sort of a grateful life.
I'm honored, Jacobus Igrativi. You and your new house will do great things as crows.
The Fifth Talon agrees.
As does the Seventh. Rook, all of Treviso is in your debt. For what you did out there, and for the future you have inspired.
You have powerful enemies. When you decide it's time to put them in their place, we'll be there. And Rook, you're a damn fine crow. Remember that.
What are your plans now that the occupation's broken?
I have offered my services to the extended family gathering around Jacobus. His house is bound for great things, in no small part due to you.
believe it. Your own cousin tried to kill you. It's just like one of my stories. Danger, intrigue, family drama.
They put that in stories? Nantiva, that's just a regular afternoon.
Do you think someday someone else will try to kill you and you'll suspect Ilario, but at the last minute he'll sacrifice himself to...
Bellara.
Right. Sorry.
Did you hear? They tore down the temple.
Isn't it a lovely day?
See that flash of green light? That's a tear in the Fade.
A fade tear. Don't tell me the gods are that close.
The gods might be close, but they'd be gloating if they finished their dagger. If we kill Gillenane and steal that dagger, then Elganon can't unleash the Blight. That Fade tear's blocking the way. They have to set it off.
Anton coming your way. We can't hold them forever.
Do what you can. Meet us inside that building ahead.
More blind.
We've got to clear it out to get to the gods.
They're onto us. Move now. Careful. More fade tears.
Remember to keep your distance. No such thing!
And the first meal I feed it will be your heart.
Got it! Everyone in!
Another Fade Tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Gillenane. Quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
This is your territory, Bellara. Just go slow.
I'll be careful.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work. But with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Gillenane.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Gillenane, snatch the god's dagger and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
And there!
Great work.
Thanks. Be careful. The gods might know we're here now.
That is a certainty.
Lara!
The Elven are a scattered people, but fret not. I shall bring your mage gently back into our fold. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on!
Elganon and Gillenane are still on the island. If we move fast, we might get Bellara back.
Damn it! Hold on, Belle!
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
Then we should split their attention.
Right. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Davrin, you and the others stay out of sight and get Lucanus to the ritual.
Then after he kills Gillenane, we rescue Bellara. All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elganon's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Gillenane?
On the move. Spite can feel her hunting for us.
I don't care what these damn gods try, or what they want. We'll kill Gillenane, we'll get our friend back, and then...
Then we kill Elganon. We'll distract Gillenane until Lucanus gets a clear shot.
Good luck, Davrin.
Like I promised, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Gillenane.